We are live. I hope.
We're back. Let me get the chat back up. And I also need to do the buzzer thing. Oh, we're so I'm so scared.
So
Pat, you do the intro. I'm fucking typing up a storm.
Hi everyone. We're back. Round 2 mystery tournament. Today we've got Snooze versus Beedlee, and personally, I think these two in the first round were definitely the standouts, and I think it's kind of like this game could have easily been grand finals. With better seeding. Obviously, it wasn't possible to seed it because we hadn't seen everyone play in this format. But I'm expecting a really good game today.
Me
Oh
too.
shit, what's this buzz?
And me.
That is what we're going to use for the quiz. So if you'd like
okay.
to, yeah, go on that.
So I'm not saying beep again.
No, you go on that, and that's the codes you need to go into it.
Okay.
Beedlee and Snooze, highly anticipated game this week.
But like Pat said, one of you two could easily be taken first. The other one could definitely be taken second or third. But unfortunately, one of you is going home or staying home.
Stay
today.
at home, boys.
And this is going to be it. So why don't we do a little bit of striking first? Plate right. Every fucking time someone logs onto that website, they press the buzzer. It's so loud. Why would you test it?
man.
It's obviously going to be fucking working.
Learn the matchup.
Jesus.
This is
Right.
specifically why I didn't want the buzzer on my screen, because
Did it
it
work?
Yeah.
makes the most
It
obnoxious
does
sound.
work, Brad. It does fucking work.
Could anyone in the chat let me know if the volume levels are okay? Am I much louder than everyone else, or is it sounding okay? Do we need to make any changes? Because we've had some
Great.
problems in the past.
We have. Also, if you're in the chat, everyone spam juice piece, please. Juice piece. Thanks, Reb. I think we should be okay then. Let me get a pop-out chat. So.
All right, wicked.
Right, so let's get some striking out the way. Like usual, we've got platformer, puzzle. I should know these by now. Platformer, puzzle, racing, shooter, and fighting. 5 categories in the first round. Random will be unlocked after the second. If you both like to type your favorite RPS selection in chat and
Which
hold over
chat?
that enter key into the sets chat. It should both be in the sets chat. And I'll do the countdown, and you can both put them down. Out.
Well,
3.
our favourite, or we banning?
No, you're doing this. You don't ban yet. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Just
ban
type-
rock.
Oh,
Just
wait, sorry.
Type out rock, paper,
yeah.
or scissors.
I've had a long day and I forgot what RPS was.
Oh, listen, right, before we came into this, Beedlee was giving it some Johns, like, oh, you know, my hands are hurting, I've been doing a load of spreadsheets. Have you ever heard
Really
such
fast
Johns in your
Have
whole life?
you
I
ever
don't,
heard
normally I
something like
doss
that?
about on Photoshop all day and I've had to fucking sort a load of data today and I hated it. I don't care
Photoshop
if I
game is
lose.
strong.
I mean, right.
Like Snooze is for some reason just typing shit talk in the text chat instead of just saying it out loud.
Yeah, that sounds like Snooze.
Yeah. I hope
I
there's a moment where
linked the-
Snooze shit talks in the game chat when he's still losing.
Yeah.
That was a highlight from last time. Anyway,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
could you please type in your favorite RPS selection. Don't press enter yet, and I'll count down. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh,
That's a
Snooze always goes
Snooze.
rock, so that's the Liverpool way. Snooze, what would you like to ban?
Let me check the
You slightly scroll up, it's still up there from yesterday's set.
it's a tough one. Let me step up.
Settle down, settle in.
How many can I ban? Is it 1?
1. You play
1.
melee, mate. It's the
Play
exact
play
same
is a
banning
strong
structure.
word.
I'll ban.
You bought a box to play melee on it.
I'll ban
You don't know
shooter.
there's fucking banning. Okay, carry on. Ban shooter. So Brad, ban 2,
I'll ban fighter.
and
Oh, sorry.
yeah, you ban 2. Really, it
Two
really has
missteps.
been a long day.
2 minutes.
Welcome to the most highly anticipated.
I'm not kidding when I say these two are the best.
What was your second one, Brad?
Racing.
Fighting and racing. Okay, so you got puzzle
Yeah.
or platformer, Snooze?
Platformer.
Platformer, cool. Right, so let's get some quizzing done, and let's figure out who's going to get the advantage.
Okay, for anyone who's not watched before, we have a quiz. We've got some buzzers behind the scenes, and we'll ask the person for the answer before they answer. If the chat do get a chance to answer, if neither person gets it, and I will ask for it, please don't type any answers in before that. So yeah, are you both ready on the first question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. First question: which action adventure game has the subtitle Soul Reaver?
Brad.
Yes, Brad.
Legacy of Kain.
That's correct. Yeah, Legacy of Kain.
Ooh.
1 to Brad. Strong start there. Have you both reset the buzzers?
Yeah.
Yeah. So second question: complete the title of the massively multiplayer online action game World of.
Snooze.
Warcraft.
That's incorrect. Brad,
What?
complete the title of the massively
That's
multiplayer
a
online
fucking scatty
action.
image. Ah, fuck you, lad. That's nasty.
Complete the title of the massively multiplayer online action game World of.
Is it Tanks?
Yeah, it's World of
Yeah, it
Tanks.
should have been what the tanks.
Hey.
You've been absolutely set up.
The best question of the entire thing.
I was going to do the
That's a
same
pretty
thing
good
there.
question. I'll let you have.
The 50-50.
Yeah,
Not even
I'd
50-50.
have taken warships, to be honest with you, but yeah. Third question, if you both reset.
Mm-hmm.
What
Oh,
year?
Oh,
sorry.
wait. Don't
Wait,
buzz
okay.
again. Go.
Question 3. What year was Super Mario 64 released?
That is Snooze.
96.
96, that's correct. Is that
Ooh,
2-1?
that is 2-1.
Yeah. So,
Question
fourth question.
4. Sorry, yeah, 4.
Which fighting game was released in 1992? It features violent and gory gameplay.
That is Snooze.
Mortal Kombat.
That's correct. 2-all. Final question, staying with the theme of fighting games. What is the highest rank in Tekken 7?
Snooze.
Tekken God Prime.
Fine.
Yes, correct. That's a close one. That you're both really good on the answers. Showing again. I'm glad you
And,
both didn't prove me wrong on.
I'll let you know that nearly every question it was like milliseconds between the buzzers.
I like your style. I like your style,
So
boys.
that's a 30-second advantage going to Snooze because it ended up with a 4-1.
It's 3-2, isn't
What?
it?
3-2.
Wait,
3-2, brother. Come on.
100% 3-2.
that's a 10-second advantage going into the game. So that is 3-2. Thank you. The first game you're going to be playing is Rayman for the PS1.
Oh, fucking hell.
Right, okay, I got the emulator.
Oh, is that Rory Mace? Yes, it is. Welcome,
Rory
everyone.
Mace entering the comms box.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, everyone.
So your password for your ROMs is box, BOX. Would you like to set them free?
It's a good password.
Yeah, sorry, Snooze. It's not BOXX like you would think. But
It's going to be
Or-
weird watching every game not going to 10 minutes. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Just give me
Rev.
a sec.
Though there is a good chance one of them in there might do.
Just give me
That
one
was very,
sec.
very funny.
Okay,
Mine says it's corrupted. Could someone just send me the ROM file over?
Can I send you the
on
ROM
Discord?
file?
Yeah, just send me
Why?
the ROM file. Because it says it's corrupted for me.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
PS1's pretty big though. I don't think it'll go over the.
everybody wants to come into the comms box now. There's fucking loads of us in here.
While they're setting up, we'll get a shout out from our sponsor, Juice Jigsaws. Jigsaws made for melee players.
All just squares. Just squares.
Yeah,
Every single piece.
there's no edges. It's just squares. And you can rotate them.
Was it just box, BOX?
BOX. I'm going to try Snooze, but I don't think they'll
I'm
fit
just-
on
I'm just
Discord. Yeah,
trying.
they're too big. They're too big.
Okay, I've got it. I've got it working now.
Right.
I've got it working.
Sorted.
Yeah, I just need to. I think
Where
I
can
didn't.
I find this stream?
Where can you find the street? Rory, you can't turn up 20 minutes late and just fucking ask for the
Oh,
links, mate.
I'm sorry.
Should we
It's
just ban
fine, it's
Mace?
anyone.
Press 1 in
Ban
the,
Mace,
in
yeah.
the Twitch chat. I should just
What are you
ban
going to ban?
Mace.
Are you going to ban platformer puzzle on Mace?
Oh,
One
please
juice
don't,
jigsaw
I've
or
just
two juice
arrived.
jigsaws.
Big,
in the
big,
chat.
big subscription from Bombo there, by the way.
Oh, let's go.
Let's
Bombo.
go, King.
Yeah.
Big Nathan.
Yeah, sure. Bombo can jump in as well. 'cause
Choose a
why
pattern.
Why not just get
Ban
everyone
Mace, let
in?
Bombo in. Is that what we're doing?
Oh, come on, mate. Come on. I found it. I found the Twitch. Right, I'm gonna be quiet
Congratulations.
for
Yeah,
a
because I sent it you.
I found
it.
it, lads.
I've done it.
Done it, lads. We're in.
Cracked it.
minute.
Oh man.
All right, just give me 1 sec.
This is very exciting. So what
think
round are we on now?
Which
First
file is
round.
it? There's like 2 files, so I got like
The Q file
the key
with,
file.
with our names on.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that might have been the first quiz round where all the questions were answered by the people.
The
playing.
players.
Yeah.
Nathan, if you click on that link in the takeaway chat, you can come into the Discord.
That never happened, jeez. No way. No way.
No, let it go. It's like, nah, man.
Hello.
Oh, we've got.
More commentators? More
Oh my
commentators?
god. Everyone's in here now.
That's the Smash Ultimate thing. Everyone is here.
So glad we're listening for that.
Oh,
What an
You can
insight.
actually stay for that.
Just for that.
Snoozy, all right? Well, there's a reason why you've nothing.
I'm almost finished. Just sorting it out real
Finished
quick.
Are you doing your
Just
buttons?
testing the
Yeah,
game
my
out.
buttons, yeah,
Yo,
just
Brad,
doing-
just move
Beat it.
your mouse so it's not like showing on your stream.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
That's alright. It's
I
just
mean-
like a bit distracting. You can like see.
I'll
it.
add my game capture real quick just so you know what's going on.
No worries.
played
So-
this game before?
I was about to ask that, yeah.
Let's go, Scooks. Big subscription.
Let's go.
So is this like a very early Rayman game?
Oh, this is
The
the
earliest
first
stuff.
Rayman game. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool,
I don't know if you
cool.
both heard, but George just asked if either of you two played Rayman before.
No, I haven't. Well,
I
I
played it like
not more than 5 minutes.
Mate,
before,
Rayman's
I don't
fire.
remember the controls.
So
I
5
remember
minutes for
playing
Brad.
Rayman Racing on the PS2.
Once again, great insight.
It
From
was a
Rory
good
Mace.
game though. It was a fucking good game.
I reckon Mace has possibly played as many as 5 games in his life.
I mean, that's generous, man. Like,
That's only
Cool.
because of running mystery tournament at my house.
I do know a
Yeah.
lot about Smash.
I'm ready to
I
go.
think.
Is he
I
still?
think you have to end with I think.
So I've got Snooze showing the Sony logo. There we go. There he
Nice.
goes.
Just done it, yeah. So, if you couldn't tell that this is going to be an interesting set, we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commentators.
I'll
We've-
keep my input to an absolute minimum.
Nathan, have you? Nathan, are you watching their 2 streams or not? You need to. If you go into sets chat, you can open up the multi Twitch, and that'll be the best
Oh,
way.
okay. I'm on my phone. I have to use my phone for it, so
Oh, Jesus, that's a good job.
that's
With
not,
you know,
that's not going to
as
work, mate.
professional as
got
possible.
it on my TV while I'm talking on my phone, so it's good.
Sorted, right? So you're going to.
My game's not loading up. What's going on?
You just fuck it. I saw the.
Yeah, no, it,
Right.
it goes to that bit. So like, watch, I'll show you. I'll open a RAM up. I'll click. I'll pop down to.
Just gonna
Well,
say
so-
Rayman 2 is infinitely better than this one.
Yeah, Rayman 2 is one of the best games.
Actually,
of all
one
time.
of the
Yeah,
best. games ever.
Rayman 2 is so good.
The greatest
like-
escape. So
Yeah,
this is now the
banging music.
bounty failed to double the pot, which I've just said, which is if both players can have 0 technical difficulties during the entire thing.
Glenn's just subbed as well. We're getting a frigging train going at this point.
Oh.
Thanks for all the support, everyone. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, so
Use
look, it
your-
goes onto the PlayStation logo and then just crashes.
What?
Does
Does
it go black afterwards? Because mine took ages to load.
Oh,
but
does
it
it take
still
forever?
works.
Yeah, it just goes black.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
just
I
wait
should
for a
just
while.
leave it.
This sportsmanship before they fight, amazing.
I
Yeah, that
think
could've been
Snooze
good. There
has
we go.
definitely shown some really good sportsmanship in the in his first game for sure. Like,
Mhm.
Yeah, you know, literally
Take-
taunting GG at the end of a losing. I mean,
some of the
like-
best sportsmanship of
Hey,
all
some of
who
the
time.
best
won?
sports-
Did I win? So
You won because I couldn't find a button.
No, we've been through
Not my
this. You just
problem.
hold down shoot, mate. You just hold down shoot.
It could have been
Alright.
me here, perfectly with no tech glitches and the problem is actually that shouldn't count as a tech glitch. Come on. He's already playing.
You watched the second round where someone had start bound to down. Like it's fine.
All right.
Jay
So
spent half the round in the password menu. So could you both go to use password?
Let's go, Reb, with the sub. We just got a level 1 hype train. Let's go.
Press
Let's
start.
get this sub train going, everyone.
Shut up,
Let's go. It's
Um,
left the station.
Rory, you don't even have £4 to sub.
Oh, yeah.
Start
Oh,
again,
that's me.
Snooze.
Didn't he win £4 off you for a nice kebab the other week?
You're going to master
Okay.
and you're basically going to pause the game as soon as you get into the first level. What are you going to do? Both of you, the goal is to
Wait,
defeat.
what have we got passwords on it?
No, go into password because if you use password instead of memory card, then you don't have to deal with the memory cards screen.
Oh,
which you
so we're
can
just
do.
going to OK then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Pause as soon as you get the level. Thank you, Snooze. Let's wait for Brad to get
What?
there
Just said
too.
wrong password.
It's because I think you have to return now. I think you fucked
no
up.
password.
0 password. Yeah, just press select to return and hopefully you can get into the game. Hopefully.
So is it just like
Oh,
Yeah,
start.
use
playing
password.
for the first level?
No, sorry. It's going to defeat the mosquito in Anguish Forest. I recommend. I gave advice in a previous game like this, Donkey Kong King of Swing. There will be a timer on a select screen, on the level select screen, in which you have multiple choice levels to get to. Please go to Anguish Forest. Please.
It doesn't sound like the kind of place I want to go to.
Right, am I on the right screen here? Or are we
Go
starting and then
go
pausing?
into the level because I think Snooze did and just pause as soon as you get in.
Okay.
Yeah, just you'll get like a fucking cutscene as soon as that comes through. Should be it.
This could we go to the Dream Forest or should we go to the one filled with anguish?
Absolute Anguish Forest. As soon as we're both synced up, let's have a look and give you both a
Yeah,
timer.
make sure he's all like he's not like squashed down. Yeah, there you go. That's primary man posture, right?
Perfect. So both you could start at 18:26. Gives you 30 seconds. Good luck. Have lots of fun.
Let's get it, guys.
All right.
What's the bounty time on this?
The bounty time, both deafened, is 4 minutes 45. So not the shortest game in the world. It's
I'm
going to
expecting
be.
10 minutes here.
It's not.
No,
This isn't
you ain't.
hard.
Not
This
against these
isn't hard
boys.
whatsoever.
Not with these boys, you won't get any 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah,
sure. God, gamers.
Right. Turn your opera off. Okay, so Snooze has already
Oh,
started.
Snoop's
Very
gone.
simple game. With once again the beginning of the game, so it's not going to be anything too difficult. But I think I might be wrong, but I think these might be the only 2 players in the entire tournament so far not to get a 10-minute cap.
Very good, very true. Could be.
Oh, skillful. What's the pot sitting at right now?
£105.
Fucking hell. That's a...
Wait, no. Snooze got a 10-minute because you gave us that fucking Zelda dungeon.
Oh yeah, all right. So technically, Brad's first seed and Snooze's second.
Ah,
There we go.
the finesse on that. One.
£105.
Shout out to all the people who put in money in the pot.
All right, Jim. I'll sort you off later.
Go on, Jim, man.
What am I looking for the time, by the way?
So you defeating the mosquito boss at the end of Anguish Forest.
All right, cool.
But first, you must get
sorry,
through
I'll-
the forest of anguish.
I'll stick
So is
some.
this the
That's
first
a death
level?
from
then?
Brad. That's a
Oh,
death
that-
from Brad.
Oh.
He fallen in the water as an automatic death, but thankfully he paused to take the checkpoint just before it.
Oh, I forgot about those guys with the hats. Oh, fucking baller.
I thought that was Snooze that died.
Am I looking at the wrong one?
Brad's at top.
No.
right?
Yeah. Brad's mega heads and Snooze is big Snoozer. Yeah, Brad's at the top.
Now you can punch with your fist. Good luck.
I'm not getting sound from either of their streams. What's going on?
We might just have it turned down or something, or not captured because I'm not getting sound from either of them either.
Mate, we've got a
Is it
hardcore
counting
viewer
technical
count for this
difficulty?
competition.
I mean,
Round 2's getting saucy.
Save the.
How many viewers are we on, Jim?
13 at the moment, mate.
damn.
Jeez.
Yo, how'd you get that? Was that Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna ask if the golden punches are worth getting.
Oh, they are. You can
They do.
take them down in one hit.
Oh,
As
but he doesn't
opposed
give a
to it.
shit. Snooze.
You can-
Snooze
Oh,
just
that's
moved on.
finesse.
Snooze just moves on.
Yeah, Snooze is definitely, he realizes in the tournament, he sees the cage. You don't need any cages to get the paths that we need. to
Oh,
actually
Brad's
finish
getting
this level.
trolled by the plum.
Oh.
Hey.
Snooze took the wrong path there, found the one up, but recognise that as long as he goes right on the top path, he should be going into the next one.
Right.
And how many
Oh.
copies of Rayman for the PS1 could you buy with £105?
I mean, I already
Just
bought a few
imagine.
to ship out to every single player in this tournament, just in case they play.
Just in
it.
case,
Very
yeah.
true. You
Oh
never
no,
know
he's
who's
getting
gonna play.
gangbanged.
Oh yeah.
It's the
Not a
gang.
very e-sportsman-like commentary there, George. But
Yeah.
I know the second one.
Sorry.
Was better.
Oh yes, he's getting gangbanged.
Is gangbang a swear word?
Yes.
TOS.
Gang and bang on individually.
I think I've seen Brad's like released 2. Is Snooze is frozen? No. So Snooze is moving on to the Anguish Forest. Brad has gone for 2 cages so far. To get to further levels in the game, you do have to break a certain amount of cages, but you know, to only beat what I've set, you don't have to break any. So I don't know if that's Brad's just trying to be safe or not, or
So,
but he's
He's
definitely
gone in.
behind
He's gone in the Anguish Lagoon. Is that
so,
right?
so did someone have to
Yeah,
start
wait.
again?
Oh, whatever. No, he's in the right one. I just named it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Congratulations, you fucked up.
What's the chance? What's the chance there's more than one Anguish level in this game? It's cool.
Quite high.
Oh no.
Like
Oh
Brad-
go, Brad.
Yeah.
Brad's on 1 health.
But there is a small amount of distance between Brad and Snooze in the timing, right? Brad started a little later.
My
Yeah,
multi-twitch
four
is going
seconds,
slower
4
than the
seconds.
actual Twitch.
I can't believe
Mine's
it's
fine.
filled with normal enemies, and then this guy's got a piece.
So have they both got 1 health right now, yeah?
Yep. No.
Yeah.
Snooze is on full health at the moment.
Snooze on
Yeah.
full health, man.
on the
Oh,
boss,
it just.
he's also on the boss. He's also on the boss.
So it's after this boss's time.
Yeah. As soon as the boss is last hit on the boss, it's
Oh, I
time.
remember this guy.
Oh.
Actually, right.
Oh,
Snooze is doing bits, by the way.
So Snooze is killing it. And what's the
Yeah.
time limit again
What?
for bounty?
4 something.
The bounty
4 minutes
time.
30.
Oh, he might just make it.
He can't. Right,
Four-
Brad can't find the
4:45.
level because you said Anguish Forest and
4:45?
he only sees Anguish Lagoon. So he
What,
checked
He's
like
fine.
3 times to make sure he was on the right one.
we
Oh,
put as many obstacles in as possible.
That was a bait.
So
Snooze has got this
4:45
boss
is
down,
coming
by
up.
the
Is he
way.
gonna
Yeah,
get it? Is
well,
he
the-
gonna beat- Oh,
Oh.
the boss is actually really interesting because you can hit
Fucking
him
him up.
during while he's flying past as well. That's time for Snooze.
oh, he did
he's-
it!
he's
Oh,
done it!
440
Oh.
time! He's done it!
Ah.
He's got the bullet.
440.
440. Jesus Christ, Snooze. That is £110 in the pot.
100, no more, because
Oh.
was matching you.
£115.
115 quid.
Oh, well done, Snooze.
Money.
115 quid.
That was actually so clean. I couldn't fully tell if the boss was dead. So I'm gonna do.
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
I'm
as
gonna
soon
do
as
the
the-
fade out when the boss hits the top of the level.
I'm going to bring Snooze back in because I'm sure he's got a lot of shit talking to do.
Of
Yeah.
course he has.
Brad,
Of
Brad
course he
cracking
has.
under pressure a bit here.
Welcome back,
What?
Snooze. You've already beat it.
Oh.
I know.
Oh,
You
Brad,
didn't even know.
no. No, Brad, no.
I realized, do you like when I threw my punch out on accident because I thought I could hit him whilst he was going by, and then he came back on screen and it just hit him.
It's like, nice.
yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm going to be doing this twice, but I'd like to apologise for giving you the title of Anguish Forest and not Anguish Lagoon.
I took an educated guess. You know, there was
Thank
2
you. So you can explain that to Brad when he starts complaining in a bit.
Yeah, 'cause there was Dream Forest, like he said. He's like, oh, I'd love to go to Dream Forest, like he knew. And then Anguish Lagoon is like, come on.
I don't want to go there.
We're obviously sending you to Anguish Land.
I can't believe you beat. I can't believe you beat that boss and then you're just like, yeah, I own you now. I'm gonna fly around on you.
I thought like when you said to do the boss, because I remember because I played this like in 2005, so I remember like only doing this level, and
Hmm.
okay, like once you kill the boss, you have to
You
fly.
have to
in
fly
for a
there.
bit.
So
Yeah.
Brad can definitely bring some time back. You can hit him when he goes, on the phase where he's like flying through. You can hit him there. So if he hits him once here, which he missed his hit in general. You can hit him there as well. As you see him flying
Oh yeah,
past.
okay. 'Cause I tried to do that
Wait,
then, but then he
yeah.
went off screen and came back, and he just got hit anyway.
I
so-
really
Yeah,
like-
Snooze, you had the patterns down as well. You
Yeah, he was
knew what
done there.
patterns
Yeah,
was coming in.
that was a really clean platformer boss fight again. You had one in your last game as well.
Platform was
Yeah.
easy. It was the best ones for like speedruns.
Can I just ask what time Brad's at? Because
6:41.
6:41. So he needs to kill on this round to keep this competitive. He's on 1 health now, but so's the boss. As long as he doesn't.
Oh,
fuck
he
up
just
this
took a hit.
phase- No, he's got it. But time.
No, I was gonna hit time when it went
wait.
to the top. Just stop calling time.
Yeah.
I can't see that. That's different on my screen.
So 446.
Oh, I got 1
versus
second. Jesus Christ. One- one, one, two.
6:54. 6:54.
yeah.
So, Snooze, are you experiencing speedrunning platformers then? Is that what you were
Nah,
saying?
they're just
Or-
easy to do. Like you can't go wrong with 2 buttons and like jump and kick most of the time. So
Yeah, true.
Welcome back, Brad.
Oh yeah, is that it?
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
All right. He
that
said
was Dream
Anguish
Forest, lad.
Yeah. Ask Snooze. It's fine. He took an educated guess.
Pink.
All right. Well, you
Yeah.
said Anguish Forest. I'm fucking guessing
You said Dream Forest, so I was like, oh yeah, don't click that one.
It's the true magical mystery of whether Tasty is lying to you or not. You can figure it out. It's hard to
Yeah.
know.
The true mystery was the anguished lagoons we entered along the way.
Pat baited you in the quiz. I bait you in the game. That's how it works, right? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll take it a loss there anyway.
so yeah. So including your 10-second penalty, we've got 440 for Snooze and 704 for Beedlee. Let's just give a
Jim's
quick check
bird.
into Jim's bird, or what's she up to?
Giving me dinner, mate.
Sick.
Fat sausage.
Nah, bruv. I buy them.
I made
So,
quesadillas for my whole family just so I'm gonna do anything now.
Great. So if you'd like to ban one Snooze, we can find out what game we'll be playing next.
Can I ban
Random
shooter?
is on the table now. You can ban shooter. Brad, what would you like to go to? We've got racing, puzzle, fighting, and random left.
Random.
I'm
I
Ooh.
like it. I like it. If
Picked
you want to
random.
claw,
Johnny Big Bollocks.
if you want to claw time back, random is your
Bet
best.
man.
I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad. So if you, for those that don't know, which is obviously the 3 people that aren't involved, I sent an original random game. I think Brad might have played that before, so I sent a new one that I found an hour ago. Oh, you're in for a treat.
What was
let
the
me just,
original game?
It was On the Ball, which is a SNES game. I think you might have played that one of my past ones. If not,
I may have done. Yeah.
yeah. So let's get this quiz done and let's get
Oh,
into it.
just give me one sec. Where's the quiz button?
Any FIFA players? Does anyone remember the commentary line? He's having a ball with the ball.
But like
No.
FIFA 98 or something.
No, it was like 15. But
Uh,
like
Brad,
Yep.
Brad, I
might
think
be.
you've left the buzzing live.
Oh yeah, sorry, I did because my computer's a pile of shit.
Yeah,
I
it's
better
the same-
not leave my,
Nice,
my
nice.
Firefox open.
We
Yeah.
can't
Same-
actually run It's Mr. Pants again because we were contacted by the It's Mr. Pants legal team, and they said that we're not allowed to use it in mystery tournaments.
You actually.
no,
It
no.
says
Come on.
you've disabled new players joining. when I
Come
click
on,
go.
Dave.
I'll-
You
I'll
have to
make
be
a new one
joking.
then.
I'll just put them all instead if you want. I'll just do all the questions.
I'm just here. I don't know what I'm doing. I should be playing
Right,
Apex
yeah.
Legends right now.
Right, if you're going to be commentating, then fucking pay attention.
I'm paying.
I'm
I gave you my
paying.
money, didn't I?
Hell yeah. Right, there's the code in the sets chat. There's a new code for the new Buzzing Live. Brad, why have you opened On the Ball?
Just so happy.
That's
not
not the
gonna
game
play
to
it.
play.
It's
not the
Mr.
game to
Pants
play.
is factually like the game we played during Mystery Tournament is factually the most hyped game of It's Mr. Pants that's ever been played.
Did you know the music for It's Mr. Pants was composed by Michael Jackson after Sonic 3?
Wow.
He came back. and
Wow.
did
It was
It's
composed
Is
Mr.
this
by
pre or
Pants.
Paul Wright,
post trial?
23.
This
I
was
thought,
during
I thought you were
trial.
going to say after death.
the posthumous
what's
release.
I
The
was like, what's
posthumous
going
release
on
of
here?
Michael Jackson.
I'm genuinely like, what's going on?
You thought he was going
Is
to
that ball game just the Sonic bonus levels? It's close to the Sonic bonus levels. Yeah, it's very close. Yeah, are you both in? I can check that. Are you both in? Right.
Wait.
So I just like to let you both know that Brad has named himself Brad, and Snooze has named himself Friedel Beedle.
What?
I don't know. That's some sort of, named shit talk in there as well. But I think Brad is trying to show off himself by answering all the questions while beating the game we're not even playing. So, Pat, if you like to take it
on,
away.
really.
Sick.
Yeah, this game's really fun. I'm really
Pretty
sad that
wild,
yeah. Have you played this, Brad? Yeah.
No, I haven't. No.
It looks
Ah,
like.
no.
I
Have you seen,
remember
like
it.
these style games in real life where you have like a big board and a marble on it that you have to like
Yeah,
tilt
that's-
around.
The-
and then
that's
go through
the-
the hole.
You tilt the board one.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
the
Yeah.
evolution of mystery tournaments. Mystery tournament, next one in real life. You're in the ball in real life, and you just go into the space.
It's absorbing.
Yeah, IRL mystery tournament, but with like board games and just like random contraptions and shit. I
Hey,
like
you
it.
write it, GG. I'll play it.
Right, let's go. Quiz.
Yeah, we're both in with the buzzers.
Did that
Yeah.
go through?
Oh, for fuck's sake, Snooze. Yes, we're in with the
Make sure.
buzzers.
All right, cool. Right, question one. Obviously, wait until you ask for the answer. No one in the chat answer unless asked for it. Commentators, shut the fuck up. All right. Question one. Name either of the 2 levels in GoldenEye not taken from the movie.
That is Snooze.
I didn't mean to click.
Right.
I need an
Not
answer
a-
anyway.
Take an answer. We'll
I know
take
this
an
one,
answer.
boys.
Golden and I.
That's right.
Nope.
Brad,
good,
name either of the 2 levels in GoldenEye not taken from the movie.
I don't know.
He's googling it. like-
Snowdrift.
No.
Ooh.
Anyone in the chat know
Imagine if
either of the
that-
2 levels in GoldenEye not taken
Oh.
from the movie? And
I
no one
wouldn't
in-
know this if I didn't start watching the speedruns and shit.
Level 1 and 2.
It's not Streets. It's not Streets.
I can give it if they need it.
I will give chat another little go. But
They're
failing
gonna
that, I'll give it
Google
you.
it now.
Ah, fuck it.
Wait, can I
Alright,
chip in with an answer back
Scooks.
quick?
Alright, wait, well, let's see if fucking Mace knows. Go on, Mace.
Right, I've only got one answer.
Yeah, you only
Is
need
it the
one.
one with the dam?
It's a dam!
It's li-
It's a
The
dam!
one
It's
with
literally the
dam.
opening scene of the movie.
Yeah,
you
opening
goon.
scene. It's the most iconic scene from GoldenEye where he
It's
gets
I've never
Aztec
watched
Egypt.
GoldenEye.
Oh my
It's
god,
Aztec and
Scott.
Egypt.
Yeah, it's Aztec and Egypt, mate. Yeah, so they were like, it was kind of like DLC levels because they were made right at the end of the game's production,
Yeah,
and they were just added
exactly.
on there because they wanted to take something from other films like Baron Samedi and stuff like that. So yeah,
Oh, yeah, Jim, go on. Who do you want the points to go to?
Go on then, Beedlee. You need him, don't you?
Oh, thank you very much.
nice.
There we go.
All right, question 2. What are the 2 opposing teams called in Counter Strike?
That is Friedel Beedle. That is Snooze.
That was confusing.
Is it- oh, terrorist and counter-terrorist.
Yeah, that's correct. So that's
Nice.
1-1.
Yep.
Question 3. Who is the protagonist of Half-Life?
Snooze.
Gordon Freeman.
That's correct. So that's 2-1 to Snooze.
Say
And
Morgan Freeman.
shut the
Yes,
fuck
it was
up, Mace.
Morgan Freeman. Well done.
Morgan Freeman, yeah.
Question 4. Tell
God
me
damn it,
this.
Mace.
Tell me the surnames of the 2 Johns who created Doom.
Brad.
Carmack and Romero.
That's correct.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
That's 2-all.
Poggers.
Yep, last question.
And the final question: in which game series would you find Special Agent Gabriel Logan?
No buzzers. Snooze.
Again, it was a mistake. I'm so sorry.
Need an answer either way now.
Yoma.
It's not. Brad, do you know which game series would you find Special Agent Gabriel Logan?
I don't, but I'll take a stab at Perfect Dark.
It's not Perfect Dark.
Nice
Right.
try.
Nice thinking, though. Anyone in the chat? Do you know what game series you would find Special Agent Gabriel Logan?
Deus
It's not
Ex, nope.
Deus Ex.
That's
It's
Siphon Filter. Let's
Juice.
go,
It
Juice.
is Siphon Filter. Nice one, Juice.
Oh, damn.
You're clever, man. They should make an emote of
I
you.
thought it was going to be James Pond, but James Pond's the guy in James Pond.
Where's the point?
The
then,
guy in
Juice?
James Bond. James the
No, not James Pond. James Pond. The other weird fish parody game. It sounded like a really dodgy question.
Juice, I need to know who you're giving the points to. I believe it's 2-all.
Mhm.
Come on, give it to me, Juice.
Wise with juice.
For that 10 seconds.
Taking home the money. Please, Juice.
It's Brad.
Brad.
Big
Oh, thank you,
bad
Juice.
Fuck
Brad.
you,
Ooh.
Big bad Brad.
I thought you'd want to take
So-
me down.
Foos.
So you will be playing Power Shovel for the PS1. I'm not going to say anything
Power
else about
Shovel?
it. Power
Uh,
Shovel. I'm not going to say anything
Oh, I
about
thought
it.
we were playing on the ball.
No.
Oh, come on, mate.
The pace is
I was getting
amazing.
well hyped for this, so that looked fun.
So if you've not downloaded it, Brad, I sent you the link. Or are you taking the piss?
No, I'm not taking the piss. I didn't see it.
Thank you.
So I've got decent internet. Where is it?
Sick. I sent you in the
Oh
chat
my.
in DMs
Oh right, okay.
that says DL this and replace it with your random at 5:10 p.m. I sent that.
There's like a
Snooze,
lot
are you
of,
set up?
there's a lot of files. Which one do I use? The Q file.
The queue. Always
Why
pick
is
the
there
queue.
like 2 other files?
Because I don't fucking
Do
know.
I not need to bother about that?
I'm not a YouTube tutorial. Just press the queue file.
So sorry.
Adam, I think you should start communicating purely through typing out words in like a MS text box, like a YouTube tutorial.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna play
like,
that song in the
I'm
background
Adam.
as well.
Yeah.
What was the song from like the really early YouTube videos? I think it's like a meme song, but it's like
Yeah, I'll find it.
it's like Sony Vegas song or something. What was it?
Oh, that.
It's that one. It's that one.
What song is that?
It's that one. If you ever had to look anything up of how to do anything, you'll know that song.
Oh, what was
I
it?
don't know.
I don't know the name.
Right, is there a password on this?
Yeah, it's a box again.
Oh, okay.
So Adam,
I'll-
who's your
Download it
favourite
anyway.
to win the tournament?
One of these
From what
two
you've seen?
players.
It's one of these two. I would have
Breathe
said.
Safe, that was the song.
There you
Sorry.
go. It's, I
I'd
put it
say
in the
one
search
of these
chat.
two. I think Brownie's probably got a good chance of scabbing it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's pretty much he's got Fraser or Juice, right?
Mhm.
2 hot competitors, we know, but
Wait,
Brownie
Fraser
I-
versus Brownie.
could be.
If Fraser beats Juice, then it's Fraser versus Brownie.
Oh, that's a juicy one.
It's funny. If I seeded this, which I didn't, I random seeded it, I would have put Brad first seed because I've run a lot of offline missions before, and he's either won or come top 3 in the most amount of them.
Mm.
Knowing what I know now, I would have put Snooze first seed all day.
Yeah. Well, the reason is I didn't think of any Snooze is because the one mission tournament Snooze has been in, then he like fell on his face, which was really funny.
Hey, it happens. It
Hey,
happens.
it's
like-
a hard
yeah.
game.
Mystery
You
We
know.
can't let-
Playing
I hope
Comic
Fraser doesn't win
Zone.
because that's 115 pounds on ketchup, which seems like a massive waste to me.
What the fuck is this game?
Snooze in
My-
chat with the fuck you juice. I like to see him still in the chat.
Yeah, no, this
My
was
s-
this was game of the
The
year,
fucking
2001.
Power Shovel, baby.
Yeah.
My sleeper pick is
Oh,
Secret.
is
She's
this
gonna be
like a
playing on
fucking-
Friday.
PS1 game.
Yes, it is. Well done. What do we?
Bonus points go to.
No, I'm thinking of JCB fighting game. That's what I'm thinking.
BCV,
Yeah.
Battle Construction Vehicles.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's sad that you know that.
We play it at UKSG. We have a tournament for it.
That's
my
that's-
Nice.
They have like fatalities in it, right? It's really.
It's,
Anyway,
it's a good game.
Get it with the
C1,
power
there's a
shovel.
C1 in this game.
Mate, look at this game. I'm
There it
loving
is.
life.
so could you
Still
both
1-6.
go to drive Power Shovel on the menu?
oh wow, this is
Snooze, can you just move your window? I think you're like slightly off a bit. Can you full
I think
screen
he
it?
wants those. He wants those eyes there.
He wants them eyes on the
Yeah,
screen.
Yeah, and wait on the screen that says Arcade King. Wait on the screen that says.
Oh, you
Arcade
can see the full screen on mine. I'll just move it like that. Yeah, there you
Arcade King.
go. Wait, so which one do
So-
I press?
So press drive Power Shovel and then just wait on Arcade King, right? So what you're going to do is there's a few screens after this that I can't let you leave on because it's got timers on. Basically, just mash X or mash start through them. It's always the ones on the left. You're going to beat 2 stages of the tutorial, right?
So do I click Arcade King?
No, wait on Arcade
Okay,
King.
wait. Okay.
So you're going to beat 2 stages of the tutorial. Like I said, you're only going. Just keep mashing X or keep mashing start to get through them. It's the left-hand side option every single time. You're going to be starting at 18:48. Your bounty is 4 minutes. Have some fun.
I'll
Try your best to have some fun.
I'll try it for you.
We'll see in a little bit.
Can I have a kiss, please?
No.
Good luck, guys.
So
Look, everyone.
this is a I don't know what I fucking googled weird PS1 games and this came up. You're a fucking construction site guy. You've got to pick up some sand. The controls are weird.
That's what Jim actually does. He's a construction guy.
That's it,
You know,
yeah.
the thing about sand is it's coarse and it's rough and it gets everywhere.
Shut up.
It goes everywhere, man. It becomes
What's the
glass.
special time on this, Adam? What's the power time?
The
You know,
bounty.
So when you first start, it does actually tell you how to all the controls, right? It does. If you see there, train to become professional, it's and then you pick 30 MR. It says first learn and memorize the controls. You need to memorize the controls, or else you are fucked. As soon as the first part, it will simulate and show you how to scoop. So you see on Snooze's screen right now, there's button presses. It's telling you how to do it. If you do not learn that order, you will lose.
And you
Because
told me to mash through all of this.
because in the second level you have to drive the truck to a sand pile and pick up 400 kilograms of sand.
And how
If you
much could
do
one
not
scoop
remember, if you do not remember how to do that, specifically the way they're teaching you, you are fucked. So we're going to see how Snooze here picking up his second pile of sand. As soon as he drops that, he has to pick up 2 more
with
on his
that
own.
control, with the controls, yeah.
on his own. So we're going to see how well he's remembered it.
He's
Right,
like, oh
so now-
fuck.
Yeah. Now he's set free. He's set free.
I'm smelling a 10-minute here.
Oh mate, he's looking. Oh no.
He dropped all the sands. He drops all the sand on the floor.
Oh no. Oh no. It's one of them where if you didn't listen, you should
That's
start
it.
Again.
That's it.
Start
Yeah.
again. Oh, he's got it though. Oh,
Snooze
he's
alright.
got it though.
Yeah, yeah.
Snooze is killing it. Well, he's doing all right.
I mean,
I wouldn't say
I have
killing
to
it.
say, like, you know, these games have got like quite popular recently. You know, these like kind of like simulators
Yeah.
got really popular recently, and I can't for the life of me work out why. Yeah, you'd never catch me playing this. Like,
I don't know.
no, I couldn't do it, mate.
So now Snooze is going to mash through this control screen, which tells him how to move the truck, because you have to drive the truck into the sand pile this time. But I predict now that he's going to mash through these controls, and he won't realize that. See, which he just did immediately. It's actually with the L1 and L2 to move it, which he doesn't know right now. So that's why he's just trying to dig the floor.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, he's found a first person. There's a first person.
He's the first person driving. Oh my god.
Yo.
Snooze
It's
is
Brad.
the
It's
king.
Brad. Oh, he's figured it out. He's figured out his
He's done it, he's
Like I
done
said, though, you've got a minute to do this, which he's not going to be able to. Which is
Oh.
at least 3 full scoops.
And
Is going
what's
to be
the bounty?
400 kilograms. It's 4 minutes. You don't know how long it took me to get a 4-minute time in this game.
He just hit the truck and got
Oh,
off.
Yeah.
hitting
That's
anything,
two don't hit.
hitting anything reduces your time as well.
I'd like to both let you know, just in case this comes up. If you press start and press restart, it just starts you from the beginning with the same time you've got now. So
By the way, while Snooze is bailing, Brad's looking alright, you know. Oh, he just hit the truck though.
Oh, there it is.
Brad's doing
he's
alright.
looking all right, but there's no way he's going to get another 315 kilograms in the next.
Not
20.
unless he's rapid. Not unless he's
If he's
rapid.
good, if he's
You
good.
also have.
He's
I'll just let you all know now. You also have credits on game overs. I don't know what happens if you run out of credits.
Nah, Brad's done. Yeah, you're right.
Man's never seen a game over screen. He's a
And he
I've
never
seen game
fucking
overs,
will.
I never fucking will.
Scooping sand, baby,
Oh,
till
no,
the
he's
day I
resetting on
fucking
2
die.
seconds. He reset on 2 seconds.
I told you. It just does nothing. It sends you back to driving position with 2 seconds left.
Maybe if you flip it.
Keep ambitious. That's the subtitle of the mystery tournament. Round 2. Keep
Snooze has got
ambitious.
30 seconds to get this 400k.
I can't believe that people sat in a boardroom and was like, right, guys, what game ideas have you got for us?
Mate, this game has this game has versus mode.
Yo, okay.
Like, what about we drive a digger and then put some sand in a truck and
Yo,
everyone's like,
Brad's going up
Sit,
for a
put
good
the money
start
on.
though. He's got 108 with 35 seconds to go.
Yep. I think the max you can get like 180 something in one scoop if you get the full max in. It's all about,
Whoa.
remember that. Like I said, first time round I couldn't do it. I had to go back and slowly look at the controls it told
if
me.
Brad can get it done this round, you know, he's got a fucking good chance of.
just as we said it though, just as we said it, start to slow down a little bit.
Is it just like what if Quap worked in construction?
That's literally yeah.
Oh, Brad's not looking at his timer. He's got a
don't
minute.
Put that, there's a lot
No.
of sand in there.
Oh, he's just hit the truck.
No.
Oh,
This
he's
game
going
is so
for a
realistic.
further
I love how
away.
it just says keep ambitious.
You really do have to
Every-
keep
Do
ambition.
you know what?
I think
Every
that's
time-
what the game developers should have
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Every
Listen
time with
to
the
their own
keep ambitious
advice.
as well. Every time with the keep ambitious, it's like in burning fire.
Yeah, with the flames around it.
How ambitious can you be?
Keep ambitious. I don't know what the
Like
gang
Snooze
is
is
like
actually
to put
starting to
there.
do it with a bit of speed now, though. Like he gets
Getting
the
it
sand
out.
bit.
It's
But he's
all
losing
about
time
the
on this
amount of
one.
sand they got to get in the. I don't know what the actual word for that is. I'm not a man. Grabber. You know,
Claw.
dig,
I
dig,
like claw.
shovel. There you go. Is that a shovel?
This is gonna be a big one. I think he just figured something out. Oh, 182 in one scoop.
182, yeah.
That's over what
Is it-
tasty
Yeah, that
is
is-
possible.
time-
He's
That is
not
the
gonna
max.
do it.
That is the max amount you can get in one scoop there.
Is
Well,
the
yeah,
time
but-
on
Yeah,
400
he's not gonna do it,
kilos?
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
400 kilos.
Right, sick.
But he's
Well,
not
hey,
going to
look
get
at
it
the
this
time,
round.
Pat. Yeah,
He's not
hey,
going to
look-
do it this round.
We're
though,
on
so-
5.5 minutes at the moment.
Oh, look at all
So
that
definitely still
fantastic
time for them to
skill.
finish.
Oh,
They're like,
definitely.
Yeah,
turn
he's
around.
got a good idea of how to do it. I think.
Yeah, Brad
I'd like
knows
to
how to
remind-
scoop.
I'd like to remind everyone that this is the second thing they've done at the beginning part of the game.
Yeah.
Literally, this is
I wonder what the final
easiest
level is.
difficulty.
What
I
do you
can
think
imagine
right now?
buying this game.
Predictions, like who will take this
I think
round?
Brad's going to do it first. I think Brad's going
But
to do it.
yeah, I think Brad's figured out the scooping because he got that big scoop and he managed to get the other one. Basically, the trick is to be able to pick it up and get your claw high enough in order to.
Yeah, there
get
you
it.
go. Oh, don't spill.
But
Don't
what he's
hit.
doing is that he didn't realize every time he's hitting, he's losing 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, they deduct
Just
from
remember,
your pay
boys.
slip if you game over.
Oh,
they
damn, do they?
rinse you.
But
I don't even
the-
think
I don't
think
know-
that's legal.
Mate,
But to
Wait,
be
a
fair
minute,
though,
He lost 78 grand.
to be fair, he is getting paid
Whoa.
80 grand to shovel some sand up. If I was getting paid 80 grand to do that, I wouldn't even
Do
need
it
a
Mate.
machine.
really badly. As
Yeah,
well.
mate, I would for 80 grand to shovel fucking 400 kg. I'd do it with me fucking
do it-
straw,
I
mate.
do it
I'd
by
like-
hand. Yeah.
I take my shoes off and just start scooping it.
Oh man, that game over screen takes you to a name entry, and then you have to
Oh.
restart.
And the name entry is B to go sideways on a controller that doesn't have
Yeah,
B.
The real question is, will the after game over make you do? It does. It makes you do the first level again.
Oh my god. We're going to be here
Right,
for
so
hours.
this is 10 minutes.
this is
isn't
so heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
this is
think
a,
Brad is coming in and out of the Discord server, trying his best to get back into the conversation because he thinks it's all over, but he's actually everything to play for.
Yeah. Just remember, guys, that you're building this for a children's
just gonna-
hospital, so if they don't get
just-
the sand, there is no children's
I'm
hospital.
just going to unmute him real quick. Brad, if you can hear us, keep going, mate. Keep going. You've not finished the 10 minutes yet.
Keep going. You're providing valuable entertainment to the stream.
And look at these guys. See, these guys are doing it with their hands. Look at this.
I did just hear a woman scream, so if you've got any women in your household and you didn't hear them just scream, then check on them.
I'm sorry. Are you sure it's
No
not just someone in
problem.
the streets of Blackpool, out and about?
Nah, mate.
Nah, mate.
He just privately messaged me saying, my mic isn't working, it's over.
I can't see him pull this in 2 minutes. I don't think they're gonna
nah,
finish
none
this.
of them are.
You know, we might be about to see something amazing. You never know.
I mean, if anyone's going to do it right now, it's Snooze. He's
So
one,
he's got to
the man
do
for the
he's got
job.
to do these two on his own, and then it begins. Right?
no, he's
tell-
he's two full scoops away to get into the second level, which only has a 1 minute timer. So
Yeah,
Snooze could get an advantage here. It won't be much of an advantage, and he's already 2 minutes in the lead. But
Yeah, I tell you what though, like Snooze, no give up at all. He was straight back in
No.
the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing this shit. He wants to win. He's got the mindset.
Part of the
a winner.
champion.
Did he just try and tip it the other way? Oh, he stuck it.
I'm
Did he
not,
just
I'm
try
not,
and
I'm not
tip
even
it the other
joking.
way?
Right? I bet this is easier to do in real life than it is on this game.
It probably is, man.
Actually, to be fair, I reckon I look like what this looks like if I was on one for the first time. Like, it'd just be up in there. Look at that.
Oh, it gives you a fucking like guide via.
Yeah.
data.
oh yeah. The
Now you
first time it gives you a guide.
Oh,
It says when you enter the first level, it says try this and memorize the controls. That's
It's like
all that it's
muscle
about.
memory control.
If
as
you
well, like.
follow the exact same guide it tells you, then you will never fuck up. As soon
Nah.
the
Alright,
thing is,
Adam,
it
how long
tells
has
you.
Snooze got to do this second level?
A
30
minute and a bit.
seconds.
A minute and a bit, isn't it?
Oh, it's 10 minutes, isn't it? That you're cutting it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on 9:33.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Test
So unless he
shit
does this in
Snooze.
literally 20 seconds.
This is 100%
He
a
is-
10-minute, yeah.
If you watch him do it now, he is following the exact same that he told him in the tutorial. He's learned his lesson. It's just too little, too late.
Look at that scoop.
Oh, that's a big
mama.
scoop.
That's a fat scoop.
That's a
innit?
full. That's a full scoop. That's a full scoop.
Oh my
182.
god. No way. In
187.
4 seconds. He could have
do
done
it.
it.
Could
He
he
could
do
have
it?
done it.
They're both done.
They're both done, yeah.
Both done. Let's bring them both back.
Oh,
Wait,
he
can
was
we
so...
not let Snooze finish it off?
No.
I'm sort of invested now.
Oh,
I
he tipped
kinda
it.
wanna see that.
Snooze,
Don't
welcome back.
spill.
Brad left the Discord. I don't know in shame or he's trying to get back in properly, but I hope
Oh.
Brad
Did we
comes back
both?
in a second.
I
Both
got
10
it
minutes.
at the end.
Oh,
Yeah,
you got
after
it.
you
Let's
went back and
go.
watched how to do it, what it was teaching you.
No, I didn't. I just skipped and went through it again. I forgot my
Alright.
buttons.
All right, all right.
He's probably going to keep trying to do this if we don't tell him. Forever.
back.
For the rest of his life. Like 24-hour streams a lot.
This was one of those games I'd have been willing to add an extra 5 minutes on.
Yeah,
To
it's
see who
tough.
does it.
Look at that scoop. Oh. Perfect scoop, mate. Look
So-
at that.
Did you find it hard to keep ambitious while you were failing to
Just
scoop
run.
sand into the truck?
Just rang Brad and he was like, "No, I just figured it out. No." Welcome back. That's a double 10-minute.
Hello.
Nice.
Any chance you can link this for me, Adam, to try out?
Let's have a
Man,
go.
that was the wrong time to not listen to instructions.
Yeah.
It tells you how to do it. It tells you.
It's so funny. As soon as he muted you both, he was like, "Listen, it's going to tell them what to do, and they're both going to ignore it."
The best is on the second level is that Snooze immediately mashed through the bit that told him how to move the truck. So he was
He
just
figured it
like,
out quite
I
quickly.
just
I
did
just
it. Look,
pressed.
I just did it.
you dig the floor for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Brad thought for about it for a second.
No,
So,
I mean,
going
I
into
just
round
There you
3,
go.
we've
Oh,
got
I
no change
completed
from
it.
round 1.
Well, so is that double 10 minutes? You say?
Still
There
at
you
10
go.
minutes.
There will
So
be a
no
children's
change
one.
for the
Technically
first game.
still in.
Yep, it's 14:50 versus 17:04. There's about a 2 minutes 14. I say about exactly a 2 minutes 14 gap between the two of you.
It's
This is
closing. It's
still-
closing.
We saw this yesterday. This was the exact same position that Brownie was in and managed to clutch it over Gladden Driver. We've seen it
Shut
happen.
up.
Will it happen again?
Shut up.
Let's hear. And the best part is my favorite part of the entire thing because both of you 10-minute chat gets to pick the category.
Yes.
So, chat, you have. How do I rotate the sound?
Pick on the ball or in the ball.
You get to pick from puzzle, fight. All right, fucking Mace. No, fuck off, mate, Mace. Bombos. No, fuck off, all of you. You can't do it from in the chat. It doesn't count. That's what you give it. That's
Banned
what,
from comms.
that's what you give. Racing.
racing.
Glenn says racing.
To be
Almost
fair,
it.
Juice was first. He said run it back, more sand.
Mm.
Nah, we ain't running it back. No
I could
more
do it.
sand.
I'd love the sound. Bring the sound on.
No, not
Beat
bring the
time.
sand down.
So, what we got left? So
Listen, man.
racing,
Listen,
so-
man. That game was. It's dicey to say that game has 10 minutes worth of
Mhm.
entertainment in it.
Yeah,
It's been pushed to its limit.
I had to try and bring in the children's hospital jokes just to keep it a bit interesting. You
I-
know?
I was
can't
gonna
go
say
that
at the-
deep
at
into
the-
myself,
At
like-
the end,
Stop
you
it.
find out you've been like shifting sand to bury bodies for the mafia. It's like got the darkest twist.
That's why you're getting paid 80 grand. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool. We got racing as our last one. Let's get this final quiz out of the way, and then we'll hop into our racing. game.
Colin McRae Rally 2 for the PS1.
Oh, man.
Okay, I'm just gonna
Good,
state again.
um,
Don't be shouting out answers. Wait till you're asked. Chat. You know,
Okay.
don't type them until you're asked for them. Are we both reset buzzers and stuff?
Yep, we're
Yeah, mine's
reset.
just reset.
Okay. Final set of questions. Which 2019 release heavily features the energy drink Monster? Which game released in 2019?
Brad.
Yes, Brad.
Shit. Oh no. Death Stranding.
Death Stranding. That's correct.
The
It's a pretty good one.
Question 2.
Hey, you
Popularized.
hear that part? You hear that part? That was a good question. right?
Shut that fuck up, you. Question 2. Popularized by Donkey, what children's TV show character is often modded into video games?
That is Snooze.
I honestly don't know. I'm gonna just,
This is
you
such a
sound like Shrek or something.
bogus
not-
strap.
Bro,
It's
I
not
don't watch
Shrek.
Kid Monkey.
It's not Shrek. Shrek not being a children's TV show.
Well, actually, I beg to differ. I think you should recheck Shrek's discography.
Brad, popularized by Donkey, what children's
Oh,
TV
I'm
show
drawing a
character
blank,
is
I'm gonna
often
kick
modded
myself.
into video games?
Thomas the Tank.
It is Thomas the Tank
Yeah.
Engine.
wow.
Yeah.
I just remembered the Ultimate Skyrim video.
Yeah.
that's the one.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
in Resident Evil and a few other games as well since. But yeah, is that 2-0?
That's 2-0.
It is.
2-0.
And he needs it. And he needs it.
Question 3: what was the original name for Xbox Connect?
Oh, this is my question. Brad.
Project Natal.
Project Natal. Yeah, that's correct.
Oh yeah, it was Project Natal. Yeah.
2-1.
3-0.
3-0.
3
Yeah, no, it's
3-0.
Come on, you said it now.
Listen,
Louder.
guys, this is hard, right? We're
Yeah,
trying
man.
our best. Question 4: what was Game of the Year 2019? So last year.
What was Game of the Year last year?
Fuck.
What came out last year?
I don't know. What the fuck did come out last year?
I think I know. I
Game-
might...
A game that was mentioned before came out last year.
I think I know, but it didn't deserve
Snooze.
it.
Was it Death Stranding?
It's
no.
not Death Stranding. Brad,
The
What
only
a
game I
bait!
remember-
What a fucking bait!
Yo,
No,
Brad,
that's the only game I remember coming out last year. It's like, yeah, that was a game.
Brad, what was Game of the Year
Uh,
2019?
I don't know. I'll just take a step. Uncharted 4.
No. Chat, what was Game of the Year 2019?
What was Game of the Year?
It
last
was
year?
not Red Dead
Red
2,
Dead 2.
mate.
Right. Get
It
out
was
the fucking
Sekiro,
chat.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Sekiro
Oh yeah,
Shadows
it was
Die
Sekiro.
Twice.
Yeah, it
I
was.
thought it was something
Who's
else.
it going
then.
to, Reb? Currently 3-0 Brad, but Brad with a 2-minute deficit. Who's it going to?
Yeah, it was Sekiro. Because I remember people saying like
Give it
from
to
South
Brad.
had a game.
Glenn,
From...
you
Oh,
can't
no,
give
wait,
it
no,
to
sorry,
him.
that was
Reb was
Glenn.
first, Glenn.
I've still not played it.
It's pretty good.
I don't even
I
know
mean,
what it
I
is.
love all the Souls games.
It's
so-
Souls games, yeah.
I love
Alright.
Tenchu, so I'm gonna play it. At
Oh,
some point.
Tenchu
Yeah.
was sick,
Hey.
man.
Snooze.
Hey,
that
I
three-
did that,
3-1?
level for you.
That's
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
Last question.
All right, last question.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
What is the name of the
My buzzer's
organization?
not reset. My buzzer's not reset.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, yeah. That's on me.
What was the name of the
Uh-oh.
organization of highly trained assassins found in Oblivion and Skyrim?
No buzzers.
Easy, come on.
0
How's
buzzers.
How's this easy?
So easy.
That is Snooze.
What was the question again?
I can't
you
repeat
can't
the
ask it.
question. I'll repeat after you've answered.
I know it. I'm so stupid.
I don't know. I've just not played
Pass
enough
it, 'cause I
Skyrim.
can't think straight now.
All right, Brad. What was the name of the organization of highly trained assassins found in Oblivion and Skyrim?
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
I don't care if you know what it is now.
If he doesn't
Is
get
it
it,
too
I can
late
answer it again.
for Snooze to answer?
No,
No, if he gets it wrong, give it to me again.
no, I can't give it to you.
Oh.
You're not
I
getting
know,
it
I know.
again.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't know.
All right, chat. What was the name of the organization of highly trained assassins found in Oblivion and Skyrim?
Yeah, well done, Snooze. You typed it to me.
Yeah, no. I typed it to you.
Yeah, you're
so-
right, Red. It's
Let's
the
go, Reb.
It's the Dark Brotherhood.
I know,
So,
Reb
Reb,
spelled
you have
it
a
wrong,
choice to
Glenn gets
equal.
it.
I,
It's
I,
not the
I,
Dark
I
Brotherhood.
accept Dark Brotherhood.
The Dark Bro.
Reb, it's currently 3-1. You can give a 10-second penalty to Brad or a 40. Well, I can't spell whatever. Just fucking who you giving it to?
I did that level for you, Reb. Come on.
Give it to Snooze
Oh.
again.
Let's go.
3-2. 3-2.
Penalty
King.
to
Snooze
Oh.
with 0 right answers in that round, and he's 2 points.
game you will be playing in the racing category
Oh.
is Mario Kart Double Dash.
Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, Double D.
Adam.
I actually think this game sucks.
Shut
I
up.
actually
I
this
think
ga- I actually
basically
think this
every
game's
iteration of
something.
Mario Kart is better, but it's still a fun game, and I would play it.
It's fun, but
Mario
like,
Kart
it's just not the
64
one.
is the best, for sure.
And I want to take a suggestion from Pat here, right? So my original bounty was to beat one stage. If beating one stage is very, very hard to make back 2 minutes.
Mm.
Well, it depends if Snooze has to go on Rainbow, right? He gives Mario Circuit to fucking
Rainbow Road,
the-
gotta be.
Rainbow.
Yeah.
You
Rainbow
could do
Road,
an
yeah.
entire cup.
You can't. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, mate. Shall we swap it to a cup?
I think a cup's pretty good.
That sounds pretty hype as well,
Let
doesn't
the
it?
chat pick what cup.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's an idea.
Right, everyone
Yeah.
type your
Well,
favourite
that's a
cup
good
from
question.
Double
I don't care,
Dash.
I'm not going to win.
No, you can't type your favorite one because it's not unlocked all the
Ah,
cups. so
motherfucker,
you
we're
could
on
both
Mushroom
like
Kingdom,
launch the game, and then go to the cup select screen.
I
Both
think
obviously
the
on
green
the
shell
highest
cup.
CC. Highest CC you can, and then get into it.
What's the one with
Mm.
Daisy's thing?
Oh, that's a good level.
Shit, what are the
Daisy
controls on an
Cruise.
Xbox controller?
You set 'em, mate.
Don't you play melee?
Don't you
Listen,
play?
Golden.
listen, you can play Melee so well on an Xbox controller. I played Hen once, and he was on a 360 controller, and he was doing things that I'd never seen before. He
Yeah,
was
but that's
absolutely
just-
tanning me.
You're a
I
muppet.
think you were just bad, Pat.
Yo, Snooze, you have to play the box. Let's go.
No, Jamie played him as well, and he tanned him as well.
It would be a bit unfair if I played on box, to be honest. So, rather than that.
But yeah, if you could both launch double dash.
Speaking of boxes, that Mr. Burns with the mystery bugs.
I don't know. Have you not
So
seen my trailer,
150
mate?
cc.
Go to
Nah,
back to my
Yeah, the
Twitter and see my
trailer's
trailer.
wicked.
It's so good. One player Grand Prix high
Does it
CC.
matter who you choose? Or should just go
Yeah,
randomly?
yeah, Mario Luigi.
Okay.
Are they
It
the
was
same
like-
way? Are they the same way?
I don't know.
If they're
Yeah,
the
Who
got
do, you,
same
choices
who do
way,
you
in
guys
cup.
think that the best Mario character is out of all of them, out
Best
of all the little
Mario-
enemies?
Bowser.
It's pink.
But
Gold.
out of all the little enemies,
Everyone, every character in this game.
so you've got
the
three
yellow,
to
the
pick
yellow
from.
peach with brown hair.
Oh, yeah. That one.
So chat, you've got to pick from Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, or Star Cup.
Reb said flower.
You know what?
I've seen
no, actually,
Star as well.
actually.
2-star.
Do we
oh,
play
no.
Grand Prix? Is it Grand Prix?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
God.
Okay, so-
I've seen 2-star cups.
Can they net play and do a battle game against each other?
Couldn't have given
no
me
way-
the fucking double dash, could you? God damn
There's
it.
no way
Cool.
to thingy, unfortunately.
What about
this is-
what's CC?
150,
150.
obviously.
150.
Yeah, you're gonna be a little little
One
poo.
One sec, one sec.
And what car as well?
Mario Luigi, first car.
Standard cart.
I'm having a bit of an issue here. I'm about to go to the right when I'm not even moving my stick.
Would
Right.
you whip around?
You've
in
got,
that
you've got a
car?
couple minutes, so check your.
Yeah, I'll just check my dead zone on my
controls.
controller.
It's probably you
What's a
holding
dead
a
zone?
direction when you booted the game. Normally does that.
What's a dead zone on a controller?
Chat, look, you can go to that link. Everyone in commentator can go in that as well and pick as well. I'll give
So
it like a
dead
minute or
zone is
so.
how much you can move the stick before it actually counts as an input. So if you've got like a bit of a fiddly loose stick, it can move left and right when you've not actually
Changing my
moved
tag to fiddly loose stick.
I've got a joke if we need to pass the time.
Oh yes, please. I was hoping
Oh,
you'd
yes.
bring one.
Okay. I was walking down the road and a man offered me a free sofa and chairs. I said no because my mother always told me not to take sweets from strangers.
You fucked up with living.
That was shit.
I think
I don't
that's
get it.
ban-worthy, don't you?
I don't get it.
Right,
It's
okay.
strangers,
I've got another-
strange chairs. It's like, yeah.
Alright, I've got another one.
Oh.
Did you hear that they started making pillows out of corduroy? It was making headlines.
All right, I'll give it up. I'll give it up.
I think someone's been taking lines.
I think someone has, mate.
Oh no, that's a good one. Jeez.
What's the times at the moment?
The times is 14. It's 1450 versus 1704.
Old play
3 minutes. Yeah.
So
Old to play
yeah.
for, and I actually cannot wait to see you both fail at Mario Kart, man.
I
Oh,
play
I mean,
Sonic
only
Kart
got
2
Probably my
daily.
weakest
man.
Mario Kart.
We've only got 6 votes so far on the straw poll. I know there's
Can you
more
send
than
it in
that,
the
come on.
thing chat? Because I'm on my PS4 and I can't do both.
Can I go to the toilet real quick before you start?
Yeah, go now,
No.
go now, go, go.
No.
You late,
That's
I'm
a joke
going.
from me, Chief.
There you go. It's in the sets chat as well.
Straw poll. Can Snooze go to the toilet?
Why is it called a straw poll?
It's just the name of the thing, bro.
Oh, there you go.
Right. I actually changed in my mind for the one that I want. It's not looking too good.
It happens so often in Mystery Tournament where the game gets announced and it's something people know and they're like, oh yeah, I'm sick at this, and then they're absolutely trash at it. Like, we call it the Leon Massey.
They literally call it the Leon
Yeah.
Massey, baby. Let's go.
Oh, that's pretty peak.
Technical term. Technical term.
Have you guys seen Silas's new emote?
No.
There it is. It's me when we lost when we lost to him in doubles.
All right, I'm ready.
That's
Yeah,
actually
cool.
so
he got me
funny.
mid-screen, so everyone should go hang out with Silas at some point.
So
Look at his
7
Pokemon
votes
streams.
in. I'm going to call it we've got 4 votes for Star Cup and 3 votes for Flowers. Looks like you're both going on Star.
Oh,
Obviously,
no.
no bounty for this because I've not done it. If you could both go over the
What?
top of. Well, I've not played fucking Star Cup, George. What do you want from me? The original one was
I
to
think you
beat
just
Yoshi's
cheered the
circuit. It would have been
fiver
shit. Like it'd be like, oh, even if Brad lost,
Do
we
we
would
have
have
to do
like
the
lost
whole
by.
cup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole cup.
So there's obviously no cap for this one either.
Is it the Star Cup? Is it?
Yeah.
Star Cup, yeah.
Let's go.
oh, look how thick Yoshi is.
Do you reckon we should just
Yep.
stay on chat because we know what Mario Kart is?
No, but
Yeah.
we
Only if
really
you
don't
guys
know
are gonna,
what
like,
No,
it
because
is.
it
aggressively
messes
talk
with
to
the
each other.
sound. If I use the sound from your stream, it messes with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
okay, right. Plus, you can get like proper focused in, and you can say drop all the M word you want while you're playing.
Well, no, you're still streaming.
My thing's just been messing
Yeah,
up.
so
all
it'll
the
just
time.
be on his screen. It'll just be, just going ham.
Wait,
Right,
where is
so
it?
you can both start at 1915. The best of luck, all to play for 115 quid.
What was the time again?
Shut up.
1915.
1915.
All right, sick.
There you go. Right, I'm gonna make another drink.
After that one, yeah.
I need a drink after this.
I'm already drinking.
What are you drinking? What are you drinking, George?
Vodka and Coke.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go get a can of Stella. Good idea.
Quarantine-
Good idea,
quarantine
George.
GG doesn't give a fuck what time
Yeah.
it is.
It's 7 o'clock. You're gonna roast me for drinking at 7.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I was saying it's not. It's not surprising. It's perfectly okay.
Have
Will any
you
of them
guys
get a
ever had-
fast start, by the way, or what? Like, let's have a look. Nope.
Oh, I've only got a couple of tinnies left.
Nope. Neither of them with a fast start. So good. So far, so good for people like, yeah, I love Mario Kart.
I would
So
actually
good at
destroy
Mario
it this
Kart,
game.
mate.
I would
Fucking
really
play
like
Mario
Sam.
Kart right now.
Have you
I
ever
think
had?
7 is
Mario
amazing.
Kart. No, this is the best. This is the best Mario Kart easily.
It's not.
No,
It's the worst.
not.
It's
No,
actually
it's
it's actually
not.
terrible, dude.
It's a good. It's a good game, but it's in no way the best Mario
What?
Kart.
How? Because it's the last one to have good snaking, right?
No,
Mario
Yes,
Kart
but
8's better than
amazing.
this.
Mario Kart 8's good.
Oh, I
7's
wouldn't
really
go that
good.
far.
I've not
You
played.
can't
it.
snake in 7, but everything about it is just sick.
The best Mario Kart is DS.
Yeah, DS is pretty
yeah.
great.
64. 64.
Shut up. Yeah, I boomer.
Loads
Mario
of-
Kart
DS
Wii
was
as
great because like you go online on it and you'd be against some Japanese businessman on his like
Beat
lunch
you,
break
yeah.
and he'd absolutely tan you.
I was about to say the exact same fucking thing. Spent all that time getting a dongle so to get my DS on the internet and just get fucking dicked by some Japanese
Decimated by
guy.
some 6-year-old, yeah.
Yeah.
It does look like bottom is just a little bit better at the game right now in terms of mechanics of like.
Who's
doing
bottom
boosts.
for you?
Saying that, but
Oh,
ooh,
I'm on the multi Twitch, so I don't know.
there's a huge
No,
time
no, the
difference
one
here,
with
though,
the-
isn't there?
Yeah, the one with the massive face or not?
Yeah, the one with the massive face is Snooze, dude.
Yeah, the one with the snooze.
That is
See-
a huge time, especially in,
Although-
in driving games as well, where like a second is everything for time.
That's
so,
why I suggested that you do a full cup.
it's a good idea.
Because one it would absolutely.
Oh
like,
no,
even
I
if,
take it back. Snooze is garbage.
yeah, even if Brad like
Oh god.
even if Brad played the game of his life, there's no way he could make 2 minutes back in one course. So
Oi.
Yeah, Cup is ideal.
Like they're both pretty bad at a game they said that they're sick at, to be
Yep.
honest.
I'm so good at Mario Kart. We
World record
So-
7 minutes for this Cup, by the way.
Jeez.
chat. I don't know what to offer, but chat. There's gonna be a prize for what do you think the highest place either of these two people are going to get through the cup?
God, it's
Oh, it's
not
like
hard to get first.
Per like one race, like you can guess on whether they get first, or is it like in the whole? cup?
Mace guess. Yeah, no. Like per race. What do you think the highest
Okay.
one? 5th, 1st, I don't know what the prize will be, but
I believe.
prize is entry into the next mystery tournament.
Oh,
I
yes.
won't be able to play it anyway because I don't have a PC, so I'll just.
what position is
Yeah.
Brad in on the on your screens? Fourth.
Yeah, but
He's in fifth
Brad is
or
at,
fifth.
like about 30,
Yeah, it's
40
fine.
seconds ahead at this point. He's
Yeah,
doing well.
I just meant like, am I caught up on screen? That's all.
Mine's a little bit laggy because my PS4, but I think I'm only about 2 seconds
Like,
behind.
Snoozes has completely crashed on my screen, right?
Oh yeah,
Yes,
it
yeah.
has. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
We're gonna have
Technical
to
difficulties.
restart.
Technical difficulties.
Those aren't our,
Imagine if
those
you
aren't
lose
our
at
fault,
115
boys.
quid.
Those
'cause
To
are
be
my
you
fault.
fair,
crashes.
if I was Tim, I would just do all 3 races separately instead of start a Grand Prix again.
Oh,
I'm just gonna bring Snooze back in real quick.
Yeah.
Snooze, what's up?
What?
What's up? Are you? You're
Is your stream
frozen or
crashed or
not?
is your game crashed?
No, I'm still going. I'm on.
Right. Once you finish this next race, can you quickly like try and restart your stream or something like that?
Yeah. What's up with it?
Cool.
It's
It's
crashed.
just
Yeah,
crashed.
completely.
It's
Yeah,
crashed,
no,
it's crashed, it's
I'm
frozen.
on the second one at the moment.
You carry
Yeah,
on,
yeah,
mate.
cool.
You carry on,
So
mate.
yeah, as soon as you go in, then they'll restart it. Good luck.
All right.
God, that snooze sucks.
So we've only
Actually,
got Brad
thinking
to go.
about it, this is not like because time trial, like people usually play time trials on this game, speed runs, and not. Do you think it's a strat to go to 8 to get a triple mushroom and then? come
Yeah,
forward to
I think so. I think it's worth arming yourself
Just to
with
save the
something
time,
decent
right?
and then overtaking people. Like just stay at the back but close, and then just overtake people afterwards. And you
can
don't
always,
like,
like,
you don't want to
front
sit
run
in
those.
first for the whole race, right? 'Cause you can get pelted with all sorts.
Does the CPU work like that in
Wow.
150cc?
It's somewhat weird, right? Because it's not that you get pelted. If you're first, you can get a big buffer, and you tend to only get hit by blue shells.
Yeah.
But it's just that the items you get are garbage. Whereas if you hang back at the very start, hit 3 mushrooms or
Yeah.
golden mushroom or something, and then go into first.
I say, but they still rubber band to keep up with you then. Well, it's all about their time anyway, isn't it? Really, not like
Yeah,
them keeping up.
Even
You don't want
then,
to. You don't want to
even
get hit by
then, though,
stuff. Like,
But even then, though, by hanging back, you're still losing time
yeah.
because you could have
Oh,
already
right.
taken over them by that
Yeah,
easy
yeah.
amount of
I
time.
think it would have
Because
to
they're
be
really slow.
the first
your
check.
computer.
Yeah. I
It
think
would
you
have to be the
only
very
do it
first
from the
box,
first
right?
box.
Brad had
Yeah,
something really
exactly.
good going then, and then he just.
I don't know. Right at the right before the.
Hopefully,
finish line,
Snooze is going to actually restart his stream rather than it's going.
Do you wanna,
into this game because it's going to.
Do you want to switch into him on Twitch, on Discord, so you can just hear him punching his keyboard? Fuck.
Because I assume Snooze has finished Mushroom City at this point because he was
I
ahead
should
of
hope
Brad.
so.
He was
I
ahead
should
of
hope
Brad.
so.
He was
It's
behind
really
you,
fucked up.
Oh, he's behind. No, it's fine. He'll probably restart in a second.
Oh,
I don't think I've seen a
bad start,
single
Brad.
like boosted start.
Oh.
To be
So
fair,
this
I'm
was gonna,
terrible.
this was going to be the stage. This was going to be the stage that was going to be played if we played this properly. So I think
Mm.
Yoshi's Circuit has like a decent amount of like turns. It has like opportunities to use items. There we go. Cool.
Yeah,
Snooze is
he's
back. but
back.
he
He's
needs
back.
to adjust.
He's 25 seconds behind. Or
I
more
mean-
if you can't menu.
Oh, hang
more
on.
if you
What's
can't
going on with
menu
that
time.
stream now? Jesus. Okay, there you go.
He's small.
So what's the current standings?
Brad's ahead by like 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, he's.
Oh,
no,
okay.
No,
Is he about to
not
bring it
Brad.
back?
Snooze is ahead.
Oh, Snooze.
Snooze is. But what's the current standings in times that they're both on?
Oh,
Brad's about
6
40
minutes odd.
seconds
6
ahead.
minutes odd.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad's about a minute ahead, right?
Yeah,
let me see
the
roughly.
timer.
Yeah, I'd say about a minute ahead.
Oh, that was a really clutch start because he was stuck on the
Oh,
grass.
yeah,
That was
yeah, because
really
the
nice
piranha plants would
play.
have got him.
Yeah, that
And
was
I think
great
this is the
gameplay.
second to last course in this cup as well. So
It is,
Yeah,
the last
you,
one
you
is
can
Brad's
take
got a
you can
pick.
take like absolute shortcuts on this when you have.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
better.
that's why I
one
picked
that's
it. As long as you've got
pretty
the,
hard,
as long as you got the item for it, you can like skip through like multiple turns.
Is the last one DK Falls?
It's,
Yeah.
DK,
Yeah.
no, DK Mountain.
Mountain, sorry, yeah.
That's a baller stage with a big cannon.
Yeah, it's so
Mhm.
good.
Whoa,
Easy time
that
to
was a
swig
whip.
drinks.
Man, I was
See,
rating
there's a
Snooze
shortcut
before,
coming up
I
for
was-
Snooze now, right?
You could get that. Oh no, there's a wall.
No,
you
no,
can't hop the
it's
flows.
on the
It's the next
left
one.
here, right? Like,
No, they've gone
there's a
past it.
guy in-
Oh
No,
yeah,
there's a
now
little
it
bit of
is. Yeah,
grass.
yeah.
Yeah, that one.
They
Yeah.
keep going for
Oh.
the red fucking item boxes. It's proper triggering me.
So there's
Yeah.
one,
This one will be
one
special.
on the left.
These guys are really showing they're not too good at this game.
Yeah.
man.
game.
Mm.
If you look at
Yeah.
Brad on the
Mate.
left, you can make a jump at some point. Oh, I think I missed it actually, but there's a cave you can jump into. Off
Yeah,
the
that's what I
Yeah.
thought they were on about. Like, not the grass
Mate,
bit.
how
no.
No,
Mace,
you can
how do
jump over this grass bit and on Brad's screen, which is not done. But there's also
Yeah,
a
yeah,
gate.
just right
You can
there,
go through
yeah.
that bit, yeah.
You
There's
can
a
also
few.
escape
There's like 3, right? There's like 3 little.
Yeah,
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 quite
there's a
few.
couple in it. There's a couple, yeah.
I think
Mace, how do you
Brad's coming
feel
up to
that
one
you
now.
said? Yeah, Mace, how do you feel that you said the highest place that someone's going to get is first?
I was really, really, really optimistic.
Yeah, he's just drove past it now, Brad, as he could have just gone through it, right?
These guys
Yeah,
are
he's got 3
absolutely
mushrooms though. We
fucking
can definitely use
garbage.
these, but he's on 3rd lap, so it won't really matter.
Yeah.
No, he
got
had the
through.
mushrooms to save himself. He had the mushrooms to save himself. So that was
Jeez,
fine.
and now he's hitting that speed. Hit Tokyo
got the
Drift
start.
music.
Take the shortcut. Take the shortcut, bro. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong screen.
I wonder if you know.
I thought Snooze was where Brad was.
There we go. So, fucking hell, Brad. Brad's coming up to the last stage right now. Snooze.
He used a mushroom before he hit the green shell, so he powered himself into it rather than like hitting it and then using it.
Yeah.
We don't know
The
what
stress is getting to him. The prestigious mystery tournament stress. He's one lap away.
we don't know what place that Snooze hit on the last one, but I don't think anyone has got the highest one yet.
I guess 2nd, and now I'm not feeling
Snooze
great about
shouldn't
that
even be
decision.
trying to do like power sliding and that. He would be fine just finishing the court.
Yeah,
'Cause
but that's the whole point of mystery tournaments. He doesn't know that. Snooze is trying to.
He had a
Not a clue.
2-minute lead. He would just have to do it in a good time and he'd win.
Yeah, that's true.
He would just
That's
have to do it in a decent time.
What are
Instead
the
he's power
G-force
sliding.
levels? What are the G-force levels that Mario?
Brad got
Oh
so
god, bro,
fucked by
no!
the CPUs. Absolutely fucking trounced on.
So
was about to say-
G-force levels that you would
level was
hit.
like 50 seconds, right? I think Brad's third map has been better than Snooze's. He's going to be even further in the lead now.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, Snooze definitely fucked up on the second map that we didn't get
Oh,
to
Brad
see.
died again.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was about to
Brad,
mention that
no.
exact spot.
Oh,
mention
why did he
mention that
mash
exact
that
part. That's gonna be a killer of laps. That one turn.
That chasm,
A Bowser
I
shell
can't
thrown
imagine.
backwards on that bridge is the dirtiest thing.
I
It's
can't
just huge, isn't it? You can't do anything.
Yeah, you just
So
says
Brad's
he
about a
thinks he's
minute
got
and
second.
25 seconds ahead. Brad's about a minute and 25
Brad's
seconds.
actually gonna do it, isn't
about
he?
It's not enough, is
125.
it?
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
enough?
but Brad's got to play the next few laps of his life, and Snooze has got to really fuck up in this next course.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Snooze has been driving so shit. I'm not surprised he's driving it like 3 or 4 times.
No, I think there's a good
There's
chance
nothing
that
that
Brad
Snooze
will
could
do it with
do.
this.
Yeah.
He's looking a bit cleaner than he has been. The past
Snooze
couple
has
of-
been terrible on the driver's seat, so he's trying to power slide in like
Here we
really
go. We can see.
bad spots.
Here it comes. Here comes the hole. See what he can do.
Oh, there into the hole.
Oh, and there he goes. Womp
See-
womp.
I'd like to mention. I'd like to mention as well. Wait, let me look. So it's 2 minutes 4 seconds is the gap between them because of the as well. 2 minutes 4 seconds.
I think
That's
Brad
a
will
lot,
do it
man.
with this. I think he's done enough.
Wait. Is he
It
going to
all
get second
depends
place?
on this last. Oh.
He got the lightning, and now he's riding the lightning.
Chain chomp for Brad as well.
Yeah.
Or was that Snooze?
Oh, that's Snooze. That's Snooze. Yeah.
Oh, and he's got it through the best bit as well. He's got it through
Oh,
the
yeah,
best
that's
No,
a
it
bit
might
where
fuck
he
him.
did
It might fuck him.
Here comes the hole.
Yeah,
Here comes the hole.
He's good.
Oh,
It got him through the best bit. He couldn't even fall down the hole.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Right,
That is a
what's
clutch
Brad
chain
gonna
chomp
do
right
for
there.
the hole?
That is the clutchest chain jump I've ever seen.
Oh,
Oh, now there's a chain jump on him.
Yeah,
Oh,
meanwhile,
Oh,
Brad
Brad
got
just
chain
died
jumped
again.
and then fell down the hole.
Brad.
He needs every single second here as well.
Mhm.
Especially this is his last lap.
Reggie
So
now.
this
Snooze
is right at the
dodged
end of it
Reggie
as well.
now.
Are you ready on time for?
Yeah.
time.
For
Alright,
Brad.
so we've
Where is
got
it? What is it? What is it? What is it?
11:23.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Alright, so
Alright.
Snooze
when
has
you
done
get
his
to
best
the last
attempt
lap,
at
can you
fucking himself.
13:27.
Welcome back, Brad.
Snooze needs to win by.
Hello. How terrible was that?
No good.
It was
Snooze is
alright.
still going.
might have pulled it back.
Oh, is he? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
How
Right,
close was he?
so he's second lap of the last one.
Snooze is looking pretty
So
juicy
now
at the
Snooze
moment.
versus
now.
the hole. Snooze takes it nice and slow, doesn't get fucked by it. That's honestly well
Oh,
done.
he's just got red shelled in first though.
Also, he's in first place.
He's in first. Rory's about to hit it.
Oh, go on. Come on, Snooze, lads.
He's got another lap though.
Don't
why
go
he's
down
so
the
close.
hole.
Did you see
Yeah.
that?
Okay, no, unless he fucks up really badly, Snooze should
got-
have this. Snooze
No,
should have this.
he's got a minute to go. He's got a minute to go.
He's got a
Fuck
minute
yeah.
on the
Right.
last lap.
Fuck yeah.
What's the cut-off, Adam, for Snooze?
There is no cut off.
No. What would for him to win?
1340, we think.
No, 1327. 1327.
Oh. Yeah, he should be fine. Unless if he falls down the hole, then it could be a close thing.
I think he's got a strap for the hole. He slows down as he gets to it, so there's just no chance of him going
And
down.
also, look how far in the lead he is. He's actually
Killing it. He's about to get Rory Mace on the mystery tournament.
He's about to get Rory Mace ended into a mystery tournament. God damn.
It's a bad idea.
Is he gonna? Yeah, he takes the whole knife.
Oh, the prize. Oh, blue shell. Let's go. The prize is
not a blue
guaranteed.
Not on the bridge. Not on the bridge.
The prize for getting the right one is the guaranteed. Oh my god!
No!
Oh! 1327.
Oh my god!
Pat, give me the time. Pat, give me the time.
He's got 20 seconds.
13:15.
Oh, he's done it. He's fine. He's fine. If it's 13:15, he's fine. He had 2 minutes. He was 2 minutes and 4 ahead. He's fine. He's done it. He's done just enough. That was a nail biter. What a nail biter.
What a game.
Absolutely crazy.
I'll let Adam just work
why
out.
they call Mario Kart
Yeah,
the
I've just worked it
game
out
now.
there. So let's bring Snooze back. So, welcome back,
My
Snooze.
game was at 50 hertz the entire time, so it's really.
So it's your own fault.
Yeah. I know.
So the final times for both players is Brad was at 28:27. Snooze came at 28:05. It was close.
Oh,
very close.
I'm so sorry. This game, that was really fun.
A well-earned victory and a battle cry to go with it.
I even did 50 hertz, man. Why didn't you do that? That's easy. Playing baby
Someone
mode.
confirm what place Snooze got.
He got fourth in the last one.
Fourth. The red
So
shell
highest-
stopped him from getting first.
So the highest was second, right?
Was it?
Juice, I think. Well, Snooze, what place did you get on the second race? Was it second?
I got second, yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
That
Didn't you
means
get
I get
first
to not
place?
play in the mystery tournament.
No. So that means that I mean I'll congratulate you in a second, Snooze. But Nathan, when we do the invitational crew battle at Fate 35,
21.
Right.
you will be in it.
Cool.
Wicked.
Anyway,
The team name's behind me.
What's this for?
Sure.
I have no idea what's going on.
That was someone else. Congratulations, Snooze. Definitely a nail biter. I'm so glad we did the full Grand Prix instead of the fucking one stage.
Yeah, it was way more hype.
I was playing my own game. 50 hertz.
20 seconds between you. Really close quizzes. A 10-minute in the the digging game, but I expected that to be fun as fuck. Also, it's really funny.
Hell of a round that was.
So funny, that game is so funny. But Brad's, my favorite for the tournament. Pat had some thoughts about you as well, but it's sad to see you go. We could have seen you a lot further down. The draws have been bad, but any closing word before you leave for being such a good competitor?
Congratulations, you beat me fair and square, and good luck. All good sportsmanship and shit.
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, that's well wholesome.
I'll tell you what, if the shoe was on the other foot, Snooze would tell you to go fuck yourself.
Nah.
I'm gonna say, Brad,
alright.
Brad, what do you really think, Brad? What do you really think?
I think I need to learn how to play fucking double dash.
Everyone's good at it, bro, but no one can
Use
play
a game
it.
Everyone is good at
controller
it
at my
until they
house.
sit and play it.
That game is horrible. I've
It's
gone back.
shit.
Oh, that's fucking shit. That was
It's a
the
crap
worst
game. I
fucking-
told you, it's like one of the worst ones.
No, it's a good
like
game.
Mario
It's
Kart.
just not as good as the other Mario Kart.
No, it feels.
It's a
it feels
fine
like you had a
game.
stroke. Jesus Christ.
Feels
it's
disgusting,
fucking
doesn't it?
awful.
Yeah.
No, because
So, yeah, there we go. So,
shit.
let me just put these through.
What's
so
that
we,
music?
That's someone got the volume too loud while they're listening to the double dash music. So that's two opposite sides of the bracket done. So tomorrow we've got Jace OT up against Juice.
Oh, one I've been waiting for.
Put,
Oh,
everyone
what
put
I've
your
been waiting
juice
for.
pieces in the chat. Big juice pieces.
Put your
Big
juice
juice
pieces
pieces.
in the chat. The
And,
big man himself is turning up.
Snooze is
Amazing.
gonna go against the winner between Octopus and Secrets. Henry, I feel like we didn't give him a good enough chance. That was kind of a scuff round.
I
when he
think
played.
Henry on the right stuff will be really good. Secrets is a really good player as well.
Yeah, Secret. So I would have said was my Secret second seed. You know, he's done decent in some like offline mystery tournaments as well. Brad, you'll know as well. Lucy's he's all right at those. On the other side of the bracket, we've got Brownie's going against the winner of Juice and Jace T. So we'll see that sometime at the weekend. But yeah, tune in tomorrow. Should be another fun one. Another one lined up on Friday. It's back to back.
Back to back.
finest quarantine entertainment. What else are you gonna do on a fucking?
I just want to see
6
Juice
o'clock in the
smash a
evening?
puzzle. I just want to see Juice absolutely annihilate a puzzle.
In like Street Fighter, where he gets to round 4 and he gets to beat up a car. Just fucking like
just beating himself up.
Juice,
you gotta
when he, like...
beat the Juice piece up, man. Gotta just smack him in the face.
next time Juice is in a melee tournament, he gets to round 4 and then he's beat a jigsaw puzzle on his own. Like
smash it.
Extra points. But yeah.
Do you want a
I've got
gentleman's
one
to
final
puzzle
joke.
game? Go on, Invasion, hit us.
Wow.
Right, so my final joke.
Go on.
I was addicted to sex, so I decided to go cold turkey, and now I've been banned from Iceland.
Thank you.
That was awful.
Very much.
Not as good as the pillow one. Not as good
Yeah,
as
the pillow one was wicked. The pillow
It's
one was
alright.
wicked.
Thank you,
Oh, let's
Rory.
go,
Can we
Brad,
get-
with a sub. Big sub. We've had
Nice.
fucking
Help,
bear
I
subs
don't know
today,
what
man.
happened.
We've had bear subs today, mate.
I know, yeah. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me to do commentary.
You're welcome.
You're welcome back tomorrow. It's
Oh, I will
it'll
be.
be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna
Thank
do
you
it
everyone
every
for
hour of the
watching.
day.